you guys, welcome to your weekend edition Love and General reading. This is for the element of air. So if you're a Libra, Gemini, or an Aquarius, Sun, Moon, and Rising, these messages are for you for the weekend of February 28th through March 2nd, 2025. So I want to thank you guys for all your love and support. Please keep in mind these are general, so they may or may not resonate, but hopefully you get some clarity. Also, if you're wanting to book a personal or private reading, be sure to email me for a price list if you don't already have it. Also, keep in mind of the blackout for February 28th. Alright, so we have the overall energy as the Fool, the Six of Wands, the Three of Pentacles. Then we have the Eight of Swords, Death, King of Wands, the Magician, and the Three of Cups. Alright, so overall energies, kind of feels like you guys are getting ready to go on some sort of a new journey, or you're doing something that you don't normally do. And it could be giving you anxiety. Now, it also kind of looks like you're being pumped up to do something. So, let's say, for instance, you know, you're gossiping at work, or, you know, you guys are talking, water cooler talk, whatever, and somebody's just like, that's why I'm gonna probably quit, or I'm gonna leave this job, or whatever. And so people might be gassing you up to do something, and you do it. Not saying that it's a bad thing, but I do feel like people are gassing you up, and you end up just kind of going based off of that. You're like, yeah, because you're floating. You're just like, you feel like you're on some sort of a high, which is giving you the courage, or it's like the leap of faith that you need. So I feel like you're gonna go and do something very unusual, and it's like it's stressing you out, but I feel like you're wanting to break free from something. You're like, I just want to break free from this, and you do. And so, you know, I feel like you're going to experience some sort of a death or an ending. Something transformative is happening with you over the weekend. But I feel that, you know, you're going to come out fine, or like you are excited or happy that you did something. It's kind of like no risk, no reward. I also feel that somebody could be coming towards you just out of the blue, or the way they approach you. If there is someone pursuing you that you haven't heard from, like it's been dead silent, haven't heard from this person, but when they come around, maybe they're acting brand new, or just like nothing happened. I would just be weary, or I mean, not weary, be cautious of that person, because I don't know, they could be playing mind games or putting on mixed signals. Maybe this person's a charlatan in a sense. I would be cautious. I mean, it could just be that maybe someone feels like they have to become their alter ego in order to interact with you. But I would be cautious. Now, if you're just dating and having fun, like, go have fun. You know, this might be someone who's a good distraction, someone who is very just fun and entertaining, but I wouldn't say you could take them serious. But if you're just looking for friends with benefits, or, you know, just something to do, then this might be your person. I wouldn't really look to them for a serious relationship, because either they're dating a lot of people or they're already in a relationship but just kind of throwing you in the mix, or they have commitment issue. I don't know. I wouldn't trust this person off the bat. Now, let's just say you're feeling optimistic. You're like, dang, you're like, Tamaj, burning my hopes up. Maybe something can change later on, but I would still say for now, this is just have fun. There's also the possibility of you making friends this weekend. It's like you're bonding. I feel like this is good if you work in entertainment, because these are the type of people that you would want to network with. Like, everybody knows a person that knows a guy that can help a person out, and that's what you need for that type of business. Even if this is just local show business, like you just like performing at the local theater. It just looks like people who are all kind of artists and entertainers bonding on something. Now, it also could be bonding with witches and warlocks and goblins. Maybe you find your soul family. You're like, oh, you're into this too. Like, oh, I like doing this and I like doing that. So you guys might be bonding in regards to witchcraft is still manipulating the elements, so that's why you guys are bonding, because you like creating spells together, doing, practicing things of the occult. I would even say there could be a little bit of a seance going on with somebody. I personally have never played with a Ouija board or want to, but it looks like that could be somebody's situation. Like, somebody's like, I got a Ouija board. Let's have a seance. Let's talk to somebody. And it does kind of look, just only because I'm seeing like death and, someone kind of channeling spirits. If it's not a Ouija board, maybe it is just any form of divination, where you're interacting and contacting spirits. It also could be that somebody just like walks up to you and starts reading you. Someone like a seer, somebody just comes up to you and they're just like, I picked this up, I picked that up. I feel like take it with a grain of salt. They might be authentic or they might not be. Or it could be that someone's authentic, but they're just so over the top with the way they do their reading. But yeah, feels like you could be connecting with someone that can tap into your energy. I do feel like you need to stop overthinking. But it looks like you start to overthink after you've already done something. It's like you already made the decision to do something without putting much thought into it, and now you're in the middle of it, and then you just start to have you start to seize up or have, second thoughts about what you're doing. Spiritually, it does look like you could be surrounded by spirits. You might witness some paranormal activity, or maybe you might have that sleep paralysis, something like that. Perilous. I always say it wrong, y'all. Leave me alone. But yeah, I kind of feel like somebody might experience that, or something just very unusual in your sleep. Another way this might translate is that you're just watching, you're being entertained by scary stuff. It's so funny. I'm telling y'all, a lot of times I can pick up on what you're watching. Like I know one time when I was picking up on it, like a lot of scary stuff, and I ended up watching a scary movie that weekend. And it was just like, oh, this is probably what I was picking up on. But yeah, a lot of times, you know, it could, if none of this stuff is happening to you or somebody that you know, it might really just be something that you're watching on television. You're just being entertained by it. Um, but I do feel that something is bringing people together. It's like you guys are bonding on either uh, spirits, witchcraft, occult, literal death. Like you're bonding with somebody on these things. Somebody is having fear of rejection. So there may be someone that's interested in you, and one minute they're confident, but after they shoot their shot, they suddenly feel, I don't know, stupid, or like they shouldn't have done that. Or maybe they feel like, oh, they probably read it the wrong way. Somebody also might put themselves in a friend zone because of the things that they're saying. And they're like, oh, now I done confused it. I done, sent the wrong messages. Yeah. I feel like somebody is trying to approach you and they start to just doubt in the middle of their decision. Or someone starts to play something off like they just want to be friends. Oh, no, I wasn't trying to. Oh, you thought I was trying to holla. No, somebody, they gonna find an excuse. Now, it does kind of look like somebody is having a dream about ghosts or spirits. But you also might experience something where you feel like you're having like a near-death experience or recalling a time when you had one. Or maybe sometimes it's just life in general. You feel like you're in between dead and living. Like something could be going on where you just feel so stuck in between life. This looks more like a dream for somebody though. Sometimes I get this too for depression. So somebody might have a moment of depression where they're just feeling just absolutely dead inside or feeling like there's no future. Just kind of going through a brief period of darkness. You also might need to meditate in order to help yourself overcome whatever this is that you could be feeling. I feel like somebody is at a distance either crying over you or obsessed with thoughts of you. But I kind of feel like somebody is borderline in agony. It might just be a moment. Now, you also might be having a connection with a Scorpio or a fire sign. Or there's someone in your life that is like causing just like a major transformation. Like you connected with someone and they really transformed your life in some way. I also feel that somebody single might be coming to you, like they're still going through it, but they're trying to do whatever they need to do to overcome a breakup. So they immediately are like just trying to be friends with you or wants to date you. They might not. That might be why someone doesn't want anything serious, is because they're dealing with a breakup, but they're just trying to forget about it and move on. Yeah, so if you are approached by somebody, I feel like this person's newly single, and it does look like you have a soul agreement with this person or soul contract. I feel that this person is also going to bring you happiness and peace. So even if this is not a serious relationship, this might be something that you need. Somebody is hiding the fact that they practice witchcraft because they feel that they're going to be judged, or they're doing it to you and they just don't want you to know that, of course, they're practicing witchcraft. I feel like this is especially like a man, or at least they have like mannish energy, masculine energy. Now, I was also seeing like an image of somebody glamoring somebody. I don't know if you've ever seen The Craft, where the girls, they were practicing like these little tricks, and she like put her hands over her face and like moved back, and then she became like somebody else, or she had changed her hair color. One girl did so, so I feel like, and then it's the one scene where the girl, she got real deep with it and just like transformed herself into somebody else. I love that girl. That her acting, she is always insane in her character. She is my alter ego. I love her. Okay, but yeah, this kind of makes me think of someone who is like glamoring you. They're like making themselves appear as somebody else to distract you or get your attention. Now, I really feel like it's more so happening like in a dream. So if you are interacting with somebody in a dream as one person and then they morph into another person, I feel like that's somebody kind of like using someone else's energy or image to interact with you. Going back to anybody playing around with divination, especially the Ouija board, be careful, because it's like you might think you're talking to one person and it's really just like a trickster spirit. So be careful of that. Somebody is, like I said, they're hiding something or keeping a secret from you. I feel like somebody also daydreams about you or fantasizes about you, or they've been meditating and trying to call out to you. Especially if this person lives at a distance. I feel like you are trying to surround yourself around people who are fun, people who are loving, people who are creative. This could also indicate reconciliation or reconnecting with somebody. Whatever you're doing, I feel like it brings balance to your life. Like maybe there's been an imbalance in your life, and having this social group, or maybe it's just one person having this new friend or this new bond, gives you a sense of peace or balance in your life. Yeah. So ultimately, I just feel like your weekend ends up with you feeling healed or at peace. Something's happening where you just feel very comfortable. I feel like you're also, if you are the one doing any type of sorcery, it could be for healing purposes. And it does look like you successfully transmute or neutralize a difficult situation. And you could definitely be channeling your pain into something creative. All right, let's pull some energy cards. Additional messages for air signs: Libra, Gemini, Aquarius, Sun, Moon, or Rising for this Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. All right, anxiety, door to romance, door to personal healing and happiness, overall energy, second chakra, Archangel Ariel. All right, so like I said, it does seem like you're dealing with some kind of anxiety. You're overthinking. There's a lot on your mind, but that energy is going to be released. I feel like you're opening your heart up to something or someone. It also feels like someone is like wanting to come in. They're like, let me in. And I feel like you allow someone to enter your space. For some of you, like I was talking about the fun stuff or friends with benefits, it does look like there could be, a need to heal that sacral chakra, dealing with that sexual energy. So you might find yourself expressing that with someone, or even if it's by yourself. But I feel like if that is something that has been building up inside of you, it's being released. It also could be that you're taking any type of tension from that area and, like I said, transmuting it into something else. Um, so whatever is going on with that sacral chakra, maybe you find a way to transmute that energy. You're going to change it into something else, and feel more balanced and more at peace because of it. I do feel like there's going to be socializing and communication. You might be seeing synchronicities of threes and nines, especially. I also feel like Spirit might be saying that you need to get out, especially if you've been very isolated or in hermit mode. Feels like you need to get out. I also feel like some sort of opportunity is going to open up for you. Definitely could be in love, but it could be something else, something creative. Yeah. All right, so hopefully that helps. Feel free to leave your feedback. Thank you guys for watching. Sending you love and grace.